Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hip Horse. Tommy D, Johnny Lowe. We're talking the Belmont 153, the Tested Champions, the third jewel of the Triple Crown, the run for the Carnations. Johnny, you must be excited, my man. How are you? Let's get to it.
Truly going to be an exciting day this Saturday. It's going to be huge racing at Belmont. We've got 8 grade 1s on tap. We've got a grade 2. There's trainers from the West Coast shipping out their best horses to go out there and run. I mean, if you don't get excited for this, you're not really that into horse racing.
Yeah, Johnny, I agree with you. And if you are a fan of horse racing, new to the channel, hit that like, subscribe, ring that bell. Talking horse racing on the Hip Horse. Most of our picks are pedigree picks. We're here with Johnny Lowe, the pedigree master, and he's going to give out his picks here on the Hip Horse. We'll throw out some other points in there, but also make sure we're doing the contest for this signed Victor Espinoza ticket of American Pharoah Triple Crown winner. You could get a piece of history here by just putting in the comments who you like to win the Belmont. Make sure you're a subscriber to be a winner. And if you pick the winners of the Derby and the Preakness, you're in the catbird seat here, folks. So all you got to do is get this winner. And if we got multiple winners, we'll draw out of a hat. Free contest, everybody, on the Hip Horse. So, Johnny, let's enough small talk. You got the weather to worry about. I know you said the card. We got 8 grade 1s. It looks like a phenomenal day. It's going to be a good one, but you know, maybe we should take a look at the field a little bit before we get to the top 3.
Yeah. So we've got the field of 8 horses here. We've got Bourbonic leading things off on the rail. That's a Todd Pletcher horse. He didn't really run too well in the Derby. He's going to need a huge step up to compete here. Essential Quality, the 2-1 morning line favorite, is going to be in the 2-hole. We've got Rombauer 3-1. He won the Preakness. You think he's going to win this one?
Honestly, Johnny, I don't think so. I think the Derby was much tougher than the Preakness, but we'll find out.
He'll be a toss for me pedigree-wise, so we'll keep him out of there. The 4 Hot Rod Charlie is going to be 7-2 morning line in the 4-hole. Francisco de Aina, who's 30-1, might go up a little bit from there. We'll see what happens. The Japanese connections definitely thought that he needed to run in 2 legs of the Triple Crown. We'll see what happens. We've got the 6 Known Agenda, a big strong colt by Curlin. Also trained by Todd Pletcher. The 7 Rock Your World, that's the horse by Sadler. They said that they're going to send him, so we'll see what happens there. He had a terrible trip in the Derby. And then the 8 Overtook, another colt by Curlin, who's also trained by Todd Pletcher.
Yeah, Johnny, nice little quick rundown of the field of the Belmont 153. It's going to be a good one, a short field, but very competitive, I believe, Johnny. Before we get to the top 3, maybe take a look at one horse on the outside. Like we said, on the Hip Horse, we're taking a look at the pedigree here for our picks. So I'm looking at a handicap here, a handicap angle of Rock Your World, John Sadler. I mean, this horse had the worst trip in the Kentucky Derby. First time it hit the dirt in Santa Anita, it looked phenomenal in the Santa Anita Derby, Johnny. That's what I keep watching this and going back. The horse is working out nice. Connections are feeling strong. I'm getting phone calls from people saying, hey, Rock Your World is looking good. So I would just, you know, I know we're looking at the handicap, but from the outside, the speed there, Rock Your World, Johnny, what are your thoughts? I know we don't have him in the top 3. Give me your thoughts on the pedigree here, Rock Your World.
Yeah, well, as you were mentioning, handicapping angles, a lot of times you see these 1.5-mile dirt races. Speed, obviously, pace makes the race. They can go out there. People don't want to go too fast. Sometimes that speed kind of sneaks off a little bit. Slow fractions. The closers are tired. They don't make much of a run, and the speed takes it. So every year I kind of look for a long shot that's a speed horse that can hang in there and hit the board in the superfecta for me. This year, Rock Your World handicapping wise would fit the profile for that. But then I look at his pedigree, the pedigree research that I did. This is the reason why I'm not going to include him in my top 3 as opposed to the others. Rock Your World is by Candy Ride. He's out of Charm the Maker. Only Chocolate Candy, who ran 9th, is by Candy Ride, has run in the Belmont. Broodmare Charm the Maker by Empire Maker goes back 3 generations on the fem line, all black type, and both runners she dropped are black that have ran are black type, which is good. But only 2 Mr. Prospector line broodmares have dropped a winner. They were Sir Winston and Union Rags. The pedigree is overly inbred for the distance with speed and no stamina, but in a small field void of real speed, they could send and get a favorable pace. I don't know if he's going to make it the 1.5 miles. That's my biggest concern here. And we have some horses that are real contenders that are bred to do it.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Talking the breeding of Rock Your World. That's number 7 here in the Belmont, folks. I like Rock Your World from a handicap standpoint, but we're talking pedigree, taking a look at the Belmont. So, hey, Johnny, let's get to the top 3 here. Let's get right to it. On the hip horse, Belmont top 3. Who do we got at number 3?
So number 3 is going to be a horse that let us down in the Derby, but he might be able to avenge that loss in this race. Known Agenda. Known Agenda is by Curlin out of Bayrama. Curlin has sired 7 runners in the Belmont with winner Palace Malice, second place finisher Irish Warcry, and third place finisher Keen Ice being his best finishers. Vino Rosso ran 4th and Tenfold ran 5th, so he's basically had the super high 5 there in finishers. Bayrama is a grade 1 winner, Northern Dancer line through Danzig, although Vice Regent / Deputy Minister Vane is more successful as broodmare sire line with winners Justify, Rags to Riches, Jazil, Sarava, and Victory Gallop. Since 1995, the Northern Dancer line broodmares also dropped American Pharaoh, Palace Malice, Drosselmeyer, Summerbird, Birdstone, and Empire Maker, the most dominant broodmare line in the Belmont Stakes. Top and bottom, this horse is bred to run in this race.
That sounds pretty impressive to me, Johnny. I mean, you got Todd Fletcher training here. Irad Ortiz Jr., they're 28% combo at Belmont, so some serious running. Finished 9th in the Kentucky Derby. Before that, won the Florida Derby. We've been on this horse for a little bit, Johnny. Like you said, won 2 out of its 4 starts this year. You know, impressive to me is that it did beat Greatest Honor a few times. And Greatest Honor was one that had high hopes, coming into the race. So, maybe something to pay attention to. Number 3 on the list is going to be number 6, Known Agenda. Right, let's move on to number 2 on the list. Who do we have at number 2?
Yeah, so number 2 we got Hot Rod Charlie. Hot Rod Charlie is by Oxbow out of Indian Miss. Oxbow has not had a runner in the Belmont, but sire Awesome Again has had excellent success in the Belmonts, siring 6 runners, including winner Sir Winston, second place finishers Painter and Oxbow himself, and fourth place finisher Game On Dude. Oh So Awesome was 5th, and Bravazzo was 6th. So every horse he's had has competed in the race. Indian Miss is by Indian Charlie, sire of Uncle Mo, and traces back to Caro, sire of Kentucky Derby winning filly Winning Colors. 3 of the first 4 mares on the fem line are black type, and his dam drop Breeder Cup Sprint champion Mitole. Plenty of talent there on that horse's lines, top and bottom for this race. I think he's sitting on a big one.
Yeah, hey, Doug O'Neill trains, as we know, one of the top trainers here in Southern California, can get the big races, get a win in the big races. Flavian Pratt is the thing here. Decides to jump from the Preakness winner, Johnny, Rombauer, to go to Hot Rod Charlie. That says something. Hot Rod Charlie did win the Louisiana Derby at the Fairgrounds. Before that, 3rd in the Robert B. Lewis, behind a couple solid horses, Medina Spirit and Roman Centurion. Obviously, Medina Spirit not allowed to run in New York. Bob Baffer is, what is it? He's banned. He's banned from New York. Everybody knows that. But I was just trying to think of the word there. But I think, this is very impressive. Also, 2nd in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile last year behind Essential Quality, Johnny. I expect Hot Rod Charlie to be right in the mix just like he was in the Kentucky Derby. So I like him, Hot Rod Charlie, at number 2. All right, let's move on to number 1. And number 1 on the hip horse, top 3 is going to be?
Essential Quality. So we've got Essential Quality here. He's by Tappet out of Delightful Quality. Tappet has been the premier sire of the Belmont Stakes with 10 runners to post, 3 winners, Tonalist Creator and Tappet, as well as 2 runners-up, Frosted and Tacitus, and 2 show finishers, Lonnie and Hofberg. Broodmare Delightful Quality is by Elusive Quality, who's by Gone West. Gone West is the broodmare sire of Union Rags, who also won the Belmont. The fem line is a real treat. It's the 1X family line, and arguably the most productive line ever, going back to La Troyenne. The line has dropped over 800 stakes winners and more than 30 champions. You see the horses in the 1X line, be ready to throw some money down. It's a really, really quality broodmare line. Baby League, Striking, Busher, they're some of the staple broodmares of the breed, and I think top and bottom Essential Quality probably has the best breeding for this race. And Brad Cox, I mean, what can we say? The guy's on fire. Everything he puts out on the track, Folsom, Warrant, whatever, they just dominate. I have a feeling after he's going to end up with 2 legs of the Triple Crown with his Mandaloon being promoted via the second DQ for a drug positive in Derby history and possibly essential quality.
Hey, essential quality #1, like you said, Brad Cox trains this 3-year-old Gray. Luis Saez board won 5 out of 6 starts, Johnny. Only loss came in the Kentucky Derby. And you were right. Hey, I know you're on essential quality now, but in the Kentucky Derby, he didn't make the top 3 because we're looking at the pedigree, everybody. And the pedigree he's looking at is strong here. Essential quality 2-1 at the gate in the Kentucky Derby and ran its heart out, Johnny. No, nothing to take away from there. This horse has earned $2.4 million already as a 3-year-old. Unbelievable. Cox is going to have this one ready to fire here. This is a true champion. He was the 2-year-old champion. Can he come back in fire after his disappointing performance in the Derby? Johnny, the Belmont 153. What else should we talk about before we get out of here?
Yeah, so with that contest that we've been talking about and you guys have been seeing and subscribing, and make sure you put your horse in the comments. You've got a 1 in 8 chance basically here with 8 horses. If you did pick the winner of either the Kentucky Derby or the Preakness, you are in the catbird seat. If you hit this one and nobody else does, you're the winner of the contest. If nobody from one of those 2 races comes and wins this one and you sneak in there with the winner of this race for the Belmont, I think we're gonna do a little bit of a drawing next week. We'll do a video for you guys. We'll pick a stakes race next weekend and analyze that for you, and we'll give out the winner. Hope as many people as we can possibly get into the contest would be preferred, and just make sure that you subscribe. We don't want you to miss out. If you do pick the winner and you're not a subscriber, unfortunately you don't qualify for the contest. So that's a big part of it.
Yeah, good point, Johnny. And also ring that bell for notifications, horse racing information. We're going to be doing some more stuff coming into the summer here. We're located in Southern California. So we're going to be doing a Del Mar series moving forward after the Triple Crown series. So we will have more content coming for you. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know who you like. Throw us some questions. We're here for you on the hip horse. Anything else? I would say pay attention to the weather. It seems like it's going to be sunny. Might be rain on Friday. We did take a look at the quick weather forecast. So obviously pay attention to the track weather at Belmont on Saturday. Anything else, my man?
Yeah, and if you guys have any ideas for videos you'd like us to do, let us know in the bottom. If you want me to go over some pedigrees for whatever, or you just want us to analyze something for you, shoot it down there. We'd be more than happy to take a look at that and see what we can do for you.
Also, yeah, we're looking for someone to help us with some editing, join our editing team. So if anybody's interested, I'll have an email below. If you're interested in horse racing content and you want to join the team here, me and Johnny, we're trying to grow the hip horse here and bring on some new people. So if you're interested, send an email down, everybody. But this is the Belmont 153. We appreciate you. The hip horse, Tommy D, Johnny Lowe. Good luck, everybody. We'll catch you next time.